what's going to happen with your toxic ex? We're going to find out. We're going to do you and them reading. Okay. So, yeah, this is going to be a reading for people who just can't seem to get rid of their ex. Okay. So it's going to be one spread for you. Bend around the microphone. One spread for them. It's based over the next 6 months. If you want one of these, they're only 25 quid. Price same day guaranteed. You can find them in the Linktree link in the description for easy access. Okay. And don't forget, you can book phone and video chat with me as well from just £20. If you're international, I can do them, but please do contact me via my website. I can arrange a suitable time for you if it's not shown as available. So spread 1, you. Temperance in the reverse came flying out. So let's see what else wants to come out. 3 of Wands. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Right, so Temperance card. So the Temperance card for me is the alignment card. It's when our mind, body, soul's all in alignment. We know who we are, what we want, where we're going. You'll also notice, hopefully, the angels pouring into her own cup. So it talks about periods of self-love, self-care, self-healing. It's in the reverse position. I think that this collective is realising that having this person in their energy, it's throwing them out of alignment. They can't focus on themselves. So you're ready to go in a new direction. 3 of Wands, Wands fire action. You're the chap there. Turned your back on the past, about to take first steps out into the great unknown. And going on to a period of release. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Swords air, where we think words we use. 10's completion cards. It's not the nicest card in the deck. It's a body face down with swords in its back. So it can talk about being stabbed in the back. It can talk about carrying self-limiting beliefs. So you're going to start to release this. I want to say this person's energy. It feels a little bit like they might have been living a bit rent-free in your head for a period of time as well, which is understandable if they're just kind of bothering you. Right, 8 of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles. Right, so there is going to be some stagnation. So upright position, the Ace of Wands talks about pick up in pace, new opportunities, fast-paced motion. Reverse position, it's kind of kind of feeling like life's passing you by. Okay, it kind of feels like that's because you're doing this purge process. So things are going to slow down. Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles relates to Earth, can be money and finance, can be non-financial wealth. That's what we're investing our time, efforts and energies in. It can indicate going on to bigger things. We've got the nice garden at the background and the foreground there. In the background, we've got the archway. Beyond the archway is a mountain. So reassessing what you're investing in for yourself moving forwards. Overall outcome card. Page of Pentacles. So court cards can be an energy within ourselves, can be the energy of somebody else around us. Pages are more youthful energy, don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens, don't have the full motion of the knight. It's more about giving something a go. This page is about an offer. He's offering the pentacle. Now, I'm hoping this is the collective giving yourself a little bit of an opportunity to start pushing forwards. It could be the ex coming in with some pitiful breadcrumby offer. Obstacles or blockages. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so this is about leaving behind something that no longer serves us. You're the chap there walking away. So the obstacle or blockage here is, I don't want to say that you're emotionally connected to this person as such, but the thing is, when something's been, rumbling on for such a long time, it can sometimes be hard to kind of disconnect emotionally from that, because you want to stand your ground. You want to kind of say, look, this isn't how it is, and it's time to kind of let that go because it's thrown you out of alignment. Removing any blockages. The Fool in the reverse. Right, so the Fool's the very first card in the tarot deck. The Fool isn't a fool. The Fool is called a fool because he gets his bag, little bumpy dog, goes off wandering. Leap of Faith card, starting a brand new cycle. I kind of want to tie that into the 3 of Wands and say that there's a desire to go in this new direction, which you're supposed to be doing, but you've got to do the release first, okay? So, excuse me, let's go on to them. It's going off in the background for them. The good news is that there's nothing here to indicate that they probably are still going to be lurking around in the background, but there's nothing here to indicate that they're kind of getting too into your energy. I think this is more about releasing them out of yours. Right, King of Cups, Hierophant, 7 of Pentacles. Right, so Cups, water emotions, King's masculine energy. As always, it's energy, not gender. Can be a man, woman, somebody non-binary. What came to mind here is, I feel like we're dealing with a collective whereby the ex isn't toxic in a kind of angry kind of way. It's got a little bit more of a creepy stalker kind of vibe, you know, overly nice, overly, you know, it's like you say to this person, look, I don't want to be with you anymore, I'm really sorry, it's not working. And they're like, oh, don't be silly, come on, it's going to be all right. It's that kind of weird, creepy vibe to it. Hierophant, I'm going to go Zodiac, sticking to some kind of tradition. Seven of Pentacles, so they're the chap in the garden looking over the fruits or flowers, not ready for harvest yet. Upright position, that's going in the right direction. Okay, they're telling themselves, well, you know, we're not going to be yet, but, you know, I'm sure they're going to come round. Right, let's continue. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Tower card in the reverse. Right, so Six of Pentacles talks about either financial or energetic balance. I'm going to go energetic, and I want to tie it into that Eight of Wands in the reverse that you've got there. It's the reason why it feels like things are stagnating a bit for you is because they're still pulling on your energy. Okay, don't worry though, they're getting a Tower card in the reverse. Tower card, fixed card, the Awakening card. So we've got the Tower here, struck by lightning, it's on fire, there's people jumping out, it's cracking, it's crumbling. This Tower is this situation, it's built on rocky foundations and it needs to come down. Tower cards are always for our long-term good, whether we like what happens or not. 1 time out of 10 they're positive, 9 times out of 10 they're tough and destructive. And the idea of a Tower card, in this case, it goes, right, creepy weirdo, you're bothering the collective, it's time to break this. Now, with the Tower in the reverse, it's either self-imposed, which I don't think it is. I think it's more, it's not going to be the biggest shock. This person feels very deluded indeed, but they're not deluded enough that they couldn't see this coming. You know what I mean? There's a slight glimmer at the back of their deluded brain saying, we're not doing the right thing here. Right, overall outcome card. Four of Swords in the reverse. Swords there where we think words we use again. Right, so it could talk about coming out of this mental stagnation. Okay, but what I'm more drawn to is I think that this person is going to continue to avoid the issue even after the Towers hit. Okay, obstacles or blockages. I'm getting a weird kind of headache as I said that. High Priestess in the reverse. Right, so the High Priestess is one of the Divine Feminine. Now, normally I'll be saying that this is advice for you because I'm not reading for them, but I think this is advice in regard to why they're stuck. They're not following their intuition. Removing any blockages. Eight of Wands. Okay, so yeah, new opportunities. I'm going to flip back to you and say this is new opportunities coming in for you. Not yet. It's not until you give yourself that little bit of an opportunity. But when the energy shifts, when stuff starts coming your way, go for it. Full force forwards. Okay. So this collective's going to be fine. This creepy weirdo, you know, they're just going to get stuck. I think they're going to still be pulling on your energy, but I don't think they're going to be overly present. So there you go. Claim it in the comments, guys. Give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for daily YouTube content. And as I say, if you want a personalised reading and pick your situation, drop down to the description, find the Linktree link and get yours in today. I'll say ta-ta for now.